Hey guys, I just wanted to start off the video, and before I go out there and get rudely interrupted by the narrator, I wanted to start off the video by asking you guys a quick question. Do you guys want me to skip to important plot points, and then the videos are going to be a little shorter, but a lot more choppier, so that's kind of the downside. But when I just have it so I'm talking the whole time, I feel like that gets kind of long and boring. So I just wanted to ask you guys, would you guys want me to make my videos shorter and a bit choppier, or do you guys want me to keep them the length that I've been doing for a while now? But today we're going to be playing the Stanley Parable, and it's been a while since I've played because I played the demo, and I also started the Cuphead series, but I'll just leave and start with the narrator.
All of his co-workers were gone.
So we're in this area, and we're gonna jump onto this conveyor belt, I guess?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot
Now
here.
we're just gonna wait for him
I'm
to
not
finish
your
his
enemy,
rambling.
really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the
What's
fact
that
is that the
area?
story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Okay, so last time... No, shut up, I'm talking now. Last time, we kind of made a mistake, because when I walked through this door, you'll see in a couple seconds, when I walked through this door, I thought that my
That's
only
so,
option
Stanley.
was to answer the
You
phone,
need to be
but
the one
you
to
can
do
also...
this. To reach out. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the
Yep.
phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly?
Yep. I have
didn't
the
even know
internet
that was
on my
possible.
side. I know
Let me double
everything that I
check.
can do.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to
Firstly,
one another.
that's
Music
a
comes
lie.
in, fade to
You
white,
start being
roll
mean if I
credits.
answer the phone,
Not picking
and
up the
my
phone
wife
is actually
turns into a
somehow an
mannequin,
incorrect
actually.
course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe
Can I
it.
plug it back in?
How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley.
Wait.
You're a real person.
Stanley's not a real person? Okay.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the
No, I just don't
situation?
like
Well, I
listening
won't have
to
that kind
people
of risk
actually.
on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe
No.
decision-making in the
Please
real
don't stop the
world.
game.
Please observe this helpful
I'll
instructional
behave,
video.
just please don't... Okay.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person, but if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember
I'd
that
rather
unlike
not
here,
answer
the real
because I
world
feel
makes
that
sense,
that's
and at
gonna
no
make people
time should
mad,
you
my
make a
answer.
choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking.
Okay.
Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
I don't want to say that word because I don't really know what a back sack and crack is, so I feel that I should just avoid saying
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay, so I get to say,
welcome
God.
back. You may have noticed
Yeah.
that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to
Okay.
worry. Now that you're
What happened
properly
to the
informed
plugin?
on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been.
Okay.
This way, please.
Ow. You just opened the door in my face. You're mean still. Okay, but... Oh, hey. The idiot proofed the elevator for me. Thank you, I'm kind of an idiot.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through
Yeah,
the
I
story.
know.
That
It's not
story
like
would
I've
make
done
no
that
sense at all.
for most of
We
the
just
other
need to get you
endings.
home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Spoiler alert, I'm not actually going to do that. I'm going to go through the right door again.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm
Yes.
quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
I'm going through this door.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're
Hey,
not
that
too
door
late.
lost its numbers. But, well... Let's see how bad we screwed up. Yeah, that chair is in the floor. We screwed up pretty bad.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that you... My
Employees, that
story.
everything
You've
is
destroyed
okay.
my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless
honest,
now.
I just
And what
did
am
it
I
'cause I
supposed to
thought it would
do?
be funny.
Even if there were a way to continue, would it be
Grr
worth it?
everywhere.
To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work?
I don't know, man. You're the narrator. You
What's the
should
answer?
know.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Again, you're the narrator.
No, I
I'm
have
just
to.
the idiot who
I have to
presses
shut the game down. I
WASD.
have to. I have to.
So this is all new territory for me.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You.
Yeah, he's being
who
mean
thought he was so
again.
clever. Now look where we are.
Yeah, we're in an
My entire game
awesome
is
looking
destroyed.
building now.
It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Yeah, I'm kind of a difficult
What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't
Scaring
even
me.
occurred to
Please
you,
don't
had it?
shout.
That
I'm
there's a
fragile
world
little
outside
boy.
of you. You're a child.
I'm a man-child,
Oh.
but I am a
My
child.
story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it.
I love
tried
these
so
endings
hard.
that tie together. They're so cool. The office is green.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just
Oh,
last
lucky.
week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it
this is
still
a voice
work?
box, and
There
I
was
don't
only
think
one
Stanley
way to
can
find
speak.
out. Stanley had been trained never to speak
Yeah, I
up,
thought so.
but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
He's trying, certainly, but it's not working.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Why is this bookshelf out? Help, let me in.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
I can't speak.
You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I'm trying, man. Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
What?
he entered the door on his left.
Don't do it, man. Go through the door on the right.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything
Go
okay?
through the door on the right, man.
Stanley, please.
This is weird.
I need you to make a choice.
The end.
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you could ever know.
This is weird.
I need this.
Oh, wait.
The story needs
Because
it.
we're not inside of Stanley,
So-
nobody's controlling him, so he's just standing there.
Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
Oh, that's
Okay.
super weird, man.
It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the
Yep.
best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to
The
do.
narrator's voice is starting to depress
Take
me.
as much time as you need.
Do I have to reset or... Okay, thank you. Somebody didn't like the memo.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is it one of these memos? Okay, so we're in this area again, and we're kind of going to be doing the same thing that we did to start the last ending.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Except there's one thing that we're going to do differently.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet.
Yep.
Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor
But
below.
the sign...
You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
You're kind of a liar, so I don't trust you, but...
Come on. I'm sure you'll survive the jump.
The penalty
Don't tell me you're
for jumping
scared.
is $5
That's not the
grand, man.
Stanley I know. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
Stop-
Do it! Do it!
Stop
Do it!
telling me to kill myself. That's really morbid. Cannonball.
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
So the ending before the cold feet ending, I didn't give you the names. That's called the not Stanley ending, I just wanted to quickly tell you. And this time the ending is kind of similar to how we started the ending last time, except...
Stepping...
we did it. But... there we go. This door is what we're looking for. We found the way out. The narrator isn't here. It's so nice not having a British man yelling at me. Do you know what I loved? In Super Mario 64, that little staircase for Bowser, if you didn't have enough stuff, you would just be caught in an infinite loop on the stairs, which was so cool to me at the time. But looks like we're here. This is the escape pod. If you can't read. can't see. But that's the final ending. Well, not the final one, but you know what I mean. The last one that we're gonna do this time, that was the escape pod ending, and I'm trying to make my videos a lot shorter so that you guys can actually not get bored of watching halfway through. So yeah, this is where I'll leave it. If you liked it, like it and subscribe, and if you want to, you can also check out my Cuphead series, which I'll put a little annotation to in the top right. But I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
At night was born to fight. Mythical, so